Ka sorgar Jylla munta ka sngi hak kenta kali cingkeli jong ka dorbar mang tengka jong ka yeng dorbar thawan ke Jylla kala pentep ba ka Shna ki Pung Dohkha na du snem arjar phau hadu arjar psau kala kot hadu alai jar arspa alai phau tuli ki Pung yagni ka cingkeli lawan radu MLA ka morang kneng na liang persya kaseng Voice of the People Party ba having stone kharpran berhaba cuba pegani ka cingkeli umendri rong ba konrad kisang maula pentep ba ka cingmang pisa na buntaban tei di ki Pung kala kot khandai pinyo kror nrup fralak tengka Umendri rong ba ula bente bru ban du snem arjar kharwei hedu menta ka jingla ban pemi Dohkha na jing Donkam ka badi ban penbiang ki nong bam kalong arpho jar metrik ton na ka life arjar metrik ton ka badai ka ba ka Jylla ka dawa halo ka jing Donkam.
So the reply to question 41A, sir, 3,230 numbers. Reply to question 41B. Sir, 97 crores and 68 lakhs.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. May I know from the Honorable Chief Minister, out of this 3,230 numbers of fish ponds, how many of them belong to the individual beneficiaries? And how many belong to the community? And what are the schemes?
Sir, there's a large number of 3,200. I will not have the exact breakup of how many are individual and how many are community-based. But it is mixed, sir. There are some individuals and some community-based. And basically, sir, this particular program includes aspects of fish seed being given, fish feed being given, and at the same time for area expansion, for capacity building, so on and so forth. So there are different criteria and different aspects which are included in this particular scheme, sir.
So what is the producing capacity of fish in our state in tons? Anomalies.
Sir, when this program started in 2011, our capacity was 4,000 metric tons. And today, after the entire inputs and the programs being implemented at different levels, our production is increased from 4,000 metric tons to 20,000 metric tons today. And the total requirement of the state is about 32,000 metric tons. And that is why we have the new mission for Aqua Mission 3, which we're going to launch. So we're hopeful that with another additional 4,000 hectares being included, we should be able to be self-sufficient in the days to come, sir.
Sir, at present, how many metric tons of fish does Meghalaya have to import from outside, sir, in a year?
Sir, as I mentioned, the total demand is 32,000 metric tons and the production is 20,000. So maths is quite simple. 12,000 metric tons we have to import from outside.
So another question, sir. Suppose in 1 hectare, for instance, you are giving 10 lakhs for one beneficiary. So I want to know, sir, out of this 10 lakhs, for instance, how many the loan component and how much is subsidy component on the contribution of the farmers concerned?
Sir, there are two programs that are being run by the government. One is a central government scheme, which is the PMMSY, and there is the Meghalaya Aqua Mission. So for the Meghalaya Aqua Mission, sir, for per hectare, we are giving 16 lakhs 75,000. Out of this, sir, 60% is subsidy, 15% is loan, and the beneficiary's own contribution is 25%. Under the PMMSY, per hectare, it's 12 lakhs 40,000. Subsidy is 60% and own contribution is 40%.
So, is there any mechanism, sir, to curb this formalin injection, sir? Has happened before?
Sir, yes, these are incidents that we have heard of before. Sir, there is actually always a joint effort by the fishery and the health department, the food safety, the Commissioner of Food Safety is there, sir, under the health department. And there's always a joint operation, or you can say exercise, that's conducted every once in a while. And there is no way for us to check every kg or every piece of fish that comes in. But these kind of inspections do allow us to then identify maybe the suppliers or the different wholesalers who are actually sending fish that may have formalin in it. And accordingly, sir, appropriate action is taken.
So one last question, sir. What are those fish varieties which our farmers are taking up, sir?
Sir, there are basically two kind of varieties mainly, which is the Indian major carp and the other is the exotic carp. So under the Indian major carp, we have the katla fish, the roho and the mrigal. Under the exotic carp, we have a common carp, silver carp and grass carps.
Shushu, kanig jingkali kalapateng, manakaliang UMLA ka nongkrem uba arden mila basay maj, but nong ilam kaliang persya, UMLA ka songsak, Dr. Mukul Sangmaru, kilabu ilagi jingkali.
Yes, Arden.
So, may I know from the Honorable Chief Minister the breakup district-wise of these 3,230 numbers of fishery ponds, sir?
So the total breakup, of course, I have the whole chart. I'm just looking at the
District-wise, sir?
Yeah, district-wise. So East Khasi Hills, there is 2,383. West Khasi Hills, 1,422. Eastern West Khasi Hills, 931. Southwest Khasi Hills, 1,397. Ribhoy, 6,929. East Gentia Hills, 1,858. West Gentia Hills, 3,088. East Garo Hills, 2,699. North Garo Hills, 2,256.
Sir,
West Garo Hills.
I think the reply is wrong, sir, because here you mentioned 3,230, whereas the reply that you have given must have crossed 10,000, sir.
Yeah, sir, I'm giving you the entire numbers from 2011 till now, sir. Okay. So all put together. I'm not giving the breakup of just what we have done in this last.
I'm asking the breakup of this number, sir.
So this breakup, right now, sir, I don't have it for this particular thing. I'm giving the entire breakup for from 2011 till now. The entire state, entire program for last 15 years.
Sir, why I'm asking this question? Because one of the reason that fishes in Meghalaya cannot reach, or we cannot get the average growth because of the weather. So I feel that if concentration of fishery will be according to the weather, that means that construction of these fishery ponds should be based on that aspect also, sir.
Yes, sir. In fact, as I said, these are done on the basis of proper study, and as I said, even the varieties that we have, we are being as far as possible, we are trying to give the varieties which would suit that particular climate, and hence we have different hatcheries that have been set up in different parts of the state. So therefore, all these aspects are being looked into because the weather conditions and local conditions are very important when we put up these ponds.
Sir, may I know whether the government is adopting any scientific method for fish growers?
So the entire process that we are working on, whether it is the different varieties that we give them, or whether it is the actual process of ensuring that how to maintain the ponds and all these aspects, sir, we are continuously giving training to our farmers. Apart from that also, sir, there are other technologies like biofloc ponds are also being used, where we are giving support for those kind of technology also.
Yes, Dr. Mukul.
Mr. Speaker, sir, it's one of the programs initiated by the state, keeping in mind the huge demand-supply gap And Government of India started this scheme under so-called Blue Revolution. So what we have seen now, after both the state government and Government of India support for this program for promoting aquaculture, in respect of Meghalaya, where we still have gap, is the hatcheries. We see all our farmers have to actually get these fish fingers from fingerlings from Assam. This is a reality. So there used to be a component for hatchery. I would like to, therefore, based on what is happening, since the demand-supply gap in respect of supply of fingerlings are very quite substantial, may we know from the, or rather, can I get a categorical assurance from the Chief Minister to examine this aspect and ensure that some allocation at the initial stage be done in such a way so that we can meet this huge gap in respect of demand and supply?
Yes, sir. As of now, we have 61 numbers of hatcheries in the state already, which is producing approximately 24.7 million fingerlings. And at the same time, there is a proposal and a sanction of about 10 crores to put up another 35 numbers, where we hope we'll be able to increase the production to meet the needs of the farmers. And we are also ensuring that we have hatcheries for the indigenous as well as the exotic variety. In fact, for the indigenous one, we have got the Mahasir hatchery in the state, West Karo Hills, and in Shillong, and in many other locations, sir, we have many more hatcheries. So it is on track, sir, and we realize the need for having more hatcheries, and that's the reason why we are sanctioned 35 new ones, which the work for which should commence, which means total by the end of this completion of this new hatcheries, we should be having a total of 96 hatcheries.
Mr. Speaker, sir, another area is the feeds. These feeds also, all of us are bringing feeds from Assam. I have my own fish pond, many of us have. So this is another area where I think government will have to look at providing this entrepreneurial support specifically for feeds, because this is another area where a livelihood can come up, entrepreneurship can be promoted. So is there any special earmarking of fund which should be considered as commensurating to the kind of demand which will be commensurating to the demand and supply gap?
Yes, sir. For fish feed also, we have established 15 numbers of feed mills in the state that is producing approximately 778 metric tons of feed. Though this is not meeting the demands, the demand is very, very high. The demand, in fact, goes up to almost close to 30,000 metric tons is required. But we have already, sir, sanctioned another 12 more new ones, and 17 more will be upgraded so that we can increase the production. But I guess it's a phase-wise manner, so we'll have to do much more. But this is the current status right now, sir.
What is the kind of assistance being supported for this feed mill specifically?
Sir, I don't have the exact number with me for the feed mill right now. I'm sure it's somewhere here, sir. But I will not be able to give the answer really quickly. But there is support being given. I can give the information specifically to the Honourable LO later, sir. I can lay it on the table of the House.
Habatin, pej bahagi kishab plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataya kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau khau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kishab plus F haka jingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la icon diat bat ka bathau bha kam kta ika dur jingki marbam ka jingmat lani ka rukom shed yaki. Balehi banai kita. Kadon ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan. Ka kot ka kia. Ka nutrition ba khambha ka jing im ba khambha pendon kam daki marba modon ka sharp plus F menta ka sngi.
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.